Assalamu alaikum class. Can you hear me better? Good morning and Assalamu alaikum everybody. Can you hear me class? Class 10, are you there? Okay, okay. Walaikum salam. Okay, right now, including me, there are only 10 participants in the class, and in spite of repeating these words that we will not repeat the topics, we will not repeat the lessons and lectures in virtual class and in physical classes. Still, people are not paying attention to that. I don't know why. Right now, the students which are present here, these are the students that always take their physical classes as well as their virtual classes. Walaikum Assalam, Amna Beta. Okay, okay, Harim, let me check my sound settings. Okay, class 10, can you hear me now? Is it okay now? Is it okay? Can you hear me? Okay, okay. Okay, I think we should start our lecture now. Uh, okay, class 10, the group which was present yesterday, I have informed them that for the time being we have stopped the revision. Okay, we have stopped the revisions, and the three lessons that were left in English literature were the Khyber Pass, the Good Time is Coming, and the customs and various customs of various regions of Pakistan. These three lessons are left. So what I have decided that after completing these three lessons with their reading explanation and their written assignment also, after that inshallah we will again start the revision. Once we are done with these three remaining lessons of English literature of your textbook, then inshallah we will again start our English revision. So today again we are going to have English literature lecture today. Okay, the students who were present yesterday, yesterday we did the reading and explanation of the lesson the Khyber Pass. So again, let me tell you the students who are present today and they were present yesterday as well. Let me tell you this thing that in today's lecture I have again included the Khyber Pass. So today's lecture is all about the Khyber Pass, its reading and explanation. So what is the reason of repeating this lesson in virtual class also is that I want all of you, the students, the groups which was not present yesterday, I want them to understand this topic, this lesson, because when you will be coming to school on Monday, the group A which will be present on Monday in school, inshallah, then I will start the reading and explanation of your next lesson, that is the good time is coming. Okay, so I want both the groups to read and understand the explanation of this lesson. Once it will be done with both the groups, then inshallah in coming week I will start the reading and explanation of the new lesson. So that is why I have included the Khyber Pass again. Today we are going to have English literature lecture. Lecture number is 52 and date is 13th of November 2020 and day is Friday today. So uh, So it's lesson number 19, the Khyber Pass. The students who were present yesterday, they are very well aware of this lesson. Even it will be kind of a revision for them. Okay, so please don't lose your attention and your interest, because it doesn't matter at all if you have attended, if you have already read this lesson, because if you will listen my lecture again, it will be kind of a revision for you all. Okay, so today we are going to have our lesson number 19 and it's about the Khyber Pass a very important lesson because lots of blanks, MCQs, and question answers are taken from this lesson and they can be given to you in your exam. So please read this lesson very carefully and very thoroughly and listen to me very carefully, and please, once this lecture is done, please revise this lesson as well. Okay, so let's start our lectures. Let's start our lecture now. Okay. If you are having your books with you, kindly open page number 76, or you can follow me while looking at the screen as well. Who has not heard of the famous Khyber Pass? There are many who have traveled through some part of it. It is a narrow mountain valley about 50 kilometers long. Okay, first of all, what is Khyber Pass? A very important question. What is Khyber Pass? The answer is given here. Khyber Pass is a narrow mountain valley about 50 kilometers long. We have to travel through the Khyber Pass to go to Afghanistan. Okay, when we want to go to Afghanistan, it is mandatory that we have to travel through the Khyber Pass. We have to pass by this pass. Once we have to go to Afghanistan. At this side of the Khyber Pass is the famous city of Peshawar, and at the other end, the frontier post of Durham. So, the first paragraph is very important. First of all, it is mentioned here what is Khyber Pass. Khyber Pass is a narrow mountain valley of about 50 kilometers long. Okay, the second thing is that if we want to go to Afghanistan, we have to travel through this Khyber Pass if we want to go to Afghanistan. Number three, at this side of the Khyber Pass, at one side of this Khyber Pass is a famous city of Peshawar, and at the other end of this Khyber Pass is the frontier post of Durham. There are three important points in this paragraph. Number one, it is a narrow mountain valley of 50 kilometers long. Number two, once we want to go to Afghanistan, we have to travel through the Khyber Pass. And number three, at one side of this Khyber Pass is the famous city of Peshawar, and at the other end of the city is frontier post of Durham. Okay, now the next paragraph. The Khyber Pass has been famous in the history for thousands of years. We all know that this is a very historical pass and it has a very great importance and significance in the history. It has been famous in the history for thousands of years. The Aryans crossed this pass nearly 4,000 years ago and entered Pakistan. Okay, so this is an important point that first of all, this Khyber Pass has been very famous in history of. It is very important in the history for thousands of years. The Aryans crossed this pass nearly 4,000 years ago and entered Pakistan. After them came the Mongols and Tatars. Okay, now who are these Aryans, Mongols, and Tatars? They are basically the nations. They are the basically nations who were having their empires before the Muslims empire. Okay, before the Muslims empire, basically these Aryans, Mongols, and Tatars tried to conquer Muslims, or to you can say tried to conquer Pakistan. So you have to learn this sequence. You have to keep the sequence of these nations in your mind. That first of all, who entered in this uh, tried to enter in Pakistan. First of all, Aryans. Then, after Aryans who tried to enter Pakistan, they were Mongols and they were Tatars. Okay, Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi crossed the Khyber Pass 17 times to attack South Asia. Okay, now keep it in your mind. Question can be given to you that Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi crossed the Khyber Pass almost for 17 times. He passed through this Khyber Pass for almost 17 times. And why? To attack South Asia, to spread Islam. To spread Islam. Okay. Then came other Muslim conquerors like Shahabuddin Ghori, Babur, and Ahmad Shah Abdali. Okay, now what is in the second paragraph? In second paragraph, it is mentioned that this Khyber Pass has been famous for almost thousands of years. First of all, the Aryans crossed this pass nearly 4,000 years ago, and after Aryans, Mongols and Tatars came. Okay, then Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi crossed the Khyber Pass for almost 17 times to attack South Asia and to spread Islam. Okay, so the purpose of entering this or to passing through this Khyber Pass was to conquer this land and to spread the Islam. Then came other Muslim conquerors like Shahabuddin Ghori, Babur, and Ahmad Shah Abdali. Okay, now the Khyber Pass had been a famous trade route. The Khyber Pass had been a famous trade route. Formerly, camel caravans passed through it. They carried bales of cotton, silk, and spices from India and China to Afghanistan and beyond. Now, another important point regarding this Khyber Pass is that this Khyber Pass had been a famous trade route. Formerly, those camel caravans passed through it, and what they used to carry? They used to carry bales of cotton, silk, and spices from India and China to Afghanistan and beyond. Okay, क्या क्या ये चीजें लेकर आया करते थे? Bales of cotton, silk, and spices. और कहाँ से लाते थे? From India and China. और कहाँ लेकर आते थे? To Afghanistan and beyond. What else they used to carry? They brought mirrors, furs, skins, and fruits from there for India and the countries to the east. ठीक है, यानी कि इंडिया और चाइना से अफगानिस्तान लेके जाया जाता था कॉटन, सिल्क एंड स्पाइसेस। और अफगानिस्तान से क्या चीज लेकर जाते थे ये लोग इंडिया और चाइना? इट वाज mirrors, furs, skins, and fruits. Okay. Now, traders still use this route. So, kindly make it sure that this trade route is still very famous and very common and very busy trade route. ऐसा नहीं है कि this trade was being done in the old times. No, it is still very famous and busy trade route. The trade is now carried on mostly by trains, lorries, and trucks. But only the difference is that formerly this trade was being done by using camel caravans, but now this trade is being done by using trains, lorries, and trucks. And the group that was present yesterday, I have told them that the meaning of lorries is also truck. The meaning that I have found out from the dictionary is that the meaning of lorries is motor truck, and the images that I have found out through Google is the truck. Okay, so lorries is also kind of a truck. So in formerly that this trade was done by camel caravans, but now in modern time, these camel caravans have been replaced by trains, lorries, and trucks. The Khyber Pass is a busy trade route today as it was before. यानी कि जितना फेमस और जितना बिजी ट्रेड रूट ये पहले के ज़मानों में हुआ करता था उतना ही फेमस ये आज भी है. Bilal's class fellows made a trip to the Khyber Pass last summer. They hired a bus from Peshawar and started early in the morning. About 14 kilometers from Peshawar is the Jamrood checkpost. Now, please keep this thing in your mind and underline in your books that about covering the distance of 14 kilometers from Peshawar, there is a very famous Jamrood checkpost. Okay, when we start traveling from Peshawar, when we cover a distance of about 14 kilometers, there is the very famous Jamrood checkpost. They had to stop and obtain a permit. ठीक है, अब इस जमरूद चेक पोस्ट से आपको स्टॉप होना पड़ता है और यहाँ से आपको एक परमिट मिलता है. Once you get the permit, then you are allowed to enter the Afghanistan. They had to stop there and obtain a permit. The road through this pass is excellent. It runs zigzag through the mountains. In these mountains live the brave tribesmen of the frontier. और इन चेक पोस्ट पर जो माउंटेन्स बनी हुई है, यहाँ पे कौन रहता है? द ब्रेव एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टर्डी ट्राइब्समैन. यहाँ पर बहुत से कबीले आबाद हैं और यहाँ पर ये पठान जो लोग कहलाते हैं एक तरह से, ये वो लोग वहाँ रहते हैं. When the British ruled our country, these brave tribesmen fought the mighty British Empire for 100 years and defended their freedom. जब ब्रिटिश यहाँ पर रूल करता था, जो 100 सालों तक रूल करता रहा, इन्हीं famous and very brave tribesmen fought with the British Empire and defended their freedom. Now they are the defenders of the northwestern frontier of Pakistan. बहुत important बातें हैं इसमें. एक तो ये कि about covering distance of 14 kilometers there is a famous Jamrood check post. Secondly, these things are very important that in the mountains of these check posts very brave and sturdy tribesmen live and they defended their freedom when mighty British Empire ruled this land for almost 100 years. Okay, next is Bilal and his friends saw some houses here and there. On the top of nearly every house was a tower with a long, narrow opening in its walls to be used for firing at the enemies. Okay, if you have experienced, even I have told you in detail, yesterday the group was present, I have told you in detail as well that what kind of their houses are. Their houses, all of their houses are having a narrow kind of long opening. And why they all are having a narrow long opening in their houses? The purpose of the long narrow opening in their houses was to have a check on their enemies and to fire. यानी कि मकसद ये था इस long narrow opening का कि ये अपने दुश्मनों पर नजर रख सके और नजर रखने के साथ साथ अपने दुश्मनों पर फायर कर सके, यानी कि अटैक कर सके. ओके, a shot is hardly ever fired from them now. लेकिन अब ऐसा है, this is all about the old times, this is all about the previous time, but now a shot is hardly ever fired from them now. लेकिन अब मुश्किल से ही कोई फायर जो की आवाज जो है हमें सुनाई देती है. After covering about 30 kilometers, they reached Nandi Kotal, the highest place along the pass. Please keep this thing in your mind that Nandi Kotal is the highest place along the pass. ये objective में भी आ जाता है that Nandi Kotal is the highest place along the pass. Here the students made a short stop and ate some tikkas and chapli kebabs. Okay? They found, we all know that the chapli kebabs are the specialty of KPK. इतने मशहूर हैं, even I have personally experienced them as well. They are very very tasty और बहुत यूनिक किस्म का इनका टेस्ट होता है और इनका साइज भी इतना बड़ा होता है कि दो लोग बहुत आराम से इसको खा सकते हैं. ओके, They found them quite delicious. From Nandi Kotal, the road goes down, winding through beautiful scenery. Parallel to the road runs the railway line. it has to run through many tunnels in the mountains. अच्छा, अब हमने ये देखा कि नंदी होटल के साथ साथ जो रोड है उस रोड के पैरेलल एक रेलवे ट्रैक भी बिछाया गया है एंड दिस रेलवे लाइन वाज लेड इन 1925. एक और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट जो आपने अपने जहन में रखना है कि दिस रेलवे लाइन वाज लेड इन 1925. And what was the purpose of this railway line? The purpose of this railway line was to carry arms and supplies for the British Army. ब्रिटिश आर्मी ने अपने असले और प्रोविजंस को लाने और ले जाने के लिए 1925 में इस रेलवे लाइन को बिछाया था. The brave tribesmen broke up parts of the line again and again. लेकिन जो पठान जो ट्राइब्समैन वहाँ पर पहाड़ों में रहते हैं उन्होंने बहुत बार कोशिश की इस रेलवे लाइन को डिस्टर्ब करने की, तोड़ फोड़ करने की, तबाह बर्बाद करने की, ताकि इन ब्रिटिशर्स तक वो असलहा और माल ना पहुंच सके. अच्छा, the brave tribesmen broke up parts of the railway line again and again. They do not do so many anymore now because it belongs to Pakistan. लेकिन अब ऐसा नहीं होता है क्योंकि ये जो रेलवे लाइन है ये मुसलमानों की यानी कि पाकिस्तान से ही बिलोंग करती है. Just below the road, the students saw a track along which once traveled camel caravans and mule trains. Okay, the students who were present yesterday, I have told them the meaning of mule. What does mule means? Who is going to tell me, class 10? Hurry up. Are you there? Are you listening me? What does mule mean? Class 10 beta, are you listening me? Very good, Amna. Donkey carts is the right answer, यानी कि जिसको हम उर्दू में गधा गाड़ी भी कह सकते हैं. अच्छा, why the writer has used the word train here? Mule train means that all the donkeys were moving in a straight line just like a train. That is why the writer has used the word here mule trains. Okay. So the students saw a track along which once traveled camel caravans and mule trains, यानी कि ऊँटों के और गधों के काफले. लेकिन अब वो ऊँट और गधे यहाँ पे इस्तेमाल नहीं होते हैं. They have been replaced by lorries, trucks and trains. After a journey of 10 kilometers, they reached Turkham, the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Please learn this important point that Turkham is the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. They saw a chain stretched across the road and the Pakistan flag flying on a hill. So please yaad rakhiye Turkham. What is Turkham? Turkham is the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. They were welcomed by the soldiers guarding the frontier. Okay, as they stood looking at the hills, they thought of the brave soldiers of Mahmud Babur and Abdali riding along this beautiful pass. They also thought of the caravans which once carried carpets, silks, spices, and fruits through the KHYBER Pass to and from the cities of South Asia and beyond. यानी कि once they've reached there, the students reminded the previous time when the brave soldiers of Mahmud, Babur and Abdali used to ride along the beautiful pass and the caravans passed through this KHYBER Pass while carrying carpets, silks, spices and fruit. Even yesterday, I have explained you as well that Afghani carpets are very, very famous. They are actually very famous because of their texture, because of their colors, because of their designs and their fineness. They are very famous, they are very beautiful and they are very expensive as well. Okay, so this is all about the KHYBER Pass lesson. Let's make a brief, quick review of this lesson. First of all, this KHYBER Pass is very, very famous. Why it is famous? First of all, what is KHYBER Pass? KHYBER Pass is a narrow mountain valley of about 50 kilometers long. Once we want to go to Afghanistan, it is mandatory to pass through this Khyber Pass. Secondly, this Khyber Pass has been very famous in the history for thousands of years. Aryans crossed this pass nearly 4,000 years ago, and after Aryans, Mongols and Tatars entered this pass, and Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi crossed this pass for almost 17 times to enter South Asia to spread Islam. Okay. What is more important thing that Khyber Pass had been a very famous trade route, and still till to date it is still very important. Formerly the camel caravans passed through it. They used to carry bales of cotton, silk, spices, mirrors, furs, skins and fruits. But now these camel caravans have been replaced by lorries, trucks and trains. Okay, now after covering distance of almost 14 kilometers, there is a Jamrud checkpost, which is very important checkpost. And in the mountains of these checkposts, this checkpost, the tribesmen who are very brave, sturdy, and very strong, they live over there. Okay, then there comes about covering the 30 kilometers, covering the distance of 30 kilometers. There is a place, Landi Kotal, the highest place along the pass. Okay, then there is a railway line which was laid in 1925. And what was the purpose of this railway line? The purpose of this railway line was to carry arms and supplies for the British Army. Okay, then after a journey of 10 kilometers, there is a place known as a Turkham, and it is basically the border between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Acha ji. Now there is a comprehension, and you people are going to answer me. What is Khyber Pass? Hurry up. Who will give me the answer? What is Khyber Pass? Hurry up, class 10. What is Khyber Pass? Are you listening me? Beta, I think you people are not there. Okay, Khyber Pass is a narrow mountain valley which is of 50 kilometers long. Okay, Khyber Pass is a narrow mountain valley which is of about 50 kilometers long. Yes. How long is it? It is almost 50 kilometers long. Okay. Number three. Question number three is, where do we go through this pass? Where do we go through this pass, class 10? Nobody is listening me, I think. Everybody is sleeping. Class 10, I will mark your absent otherwise. Beta, kindly response. Kindly reply me. Yes. Where do we go through this pass? We go to Afghanistan through this pass. Very good, Misha. Okay. When did the Aryans cross it? Very good, Amna. The Aryans crossed this pass nearly 4,000 years ago. The Aryans crossed this pass nearly 4,000 years ago. Very good. Okay. Okay. Now, how many times did Mahmud Ghaznavi cross the Khyber Pass and why? How many times did Mahmud Ghaznavi cross the Khyber Pass and why? What is the reason? Why? Very good, Harim. This is the right answer. Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi crossed the Khyber Pass for 17 times, and the purpose for this 17 times was to preach Islam, to spread Islam. Yes, very good. Okay, now we have next question. Has the Khyber Pass been used as a trade route? Has the Khyber Pass been used as a trade route? Yes. The Khyber Pass, acha. Last time, I just want to give you one very important thing is that if this question is given to you in your exams or in your test, kindly don't write the answer yes. No, after writing yes, comma, and after comma, you will write like this. Yes, the Khyber Pass has been a famous and busy trade route till today as well. Okay, it was very famous and busy in previous time. It is very famous and busy till today as well. आज भी ये उतना ही important और busy route है. Okay, what did the camel caravans carry? Very good. The camel caravans carry bales of cotton, silk, spices from India and China to Afghanistan and beyond. And even they used to carry carpets, spices, fruits, furs, and skins as well. Okay. Uh, by what have the camel caravans been replaced? अब इन camel caravans की जगह किसने ले ली है? By what have the camel caravans been replaced? Very good. These camel caravans have been replaced by lorries, trucks, and trains. By lorries, trucks, and trains. Very good. Okay. Number 9. Who lives in the mountains of the Khyber Pass? Who lives in the mountains of the Khyber Pass? Very good. Brave and sturdy tribesmen live in the mountains of the Khyber Pass. Very good. Okay, number 10. Which is the highest place along the pass? Yes, very good. Landi Kotal is the highest place along the pass. Acha. Group A, which is supposed to come to school on Monday, class 10, I will make the revision of this lesson first on Monday, inshallah, and then we will start the reading and explanation of the next lesson. So kindly come prepared. First, you will give me the answers of my question. They can be written or they can be oral as well. Then we will start the reading and explanation of our next lesson. Okay, let's see what is next. Now we have fill in the blanks. Again, we have done these fill in the blanks in class as well. But again, you people will give me the answers of these blanks, and this will be a kind of a revision for all of you. Okay. Okay. Now, blank number 1. Dash are many who dash through some part of it. Very good. There are many who have traveled through some part of it. Very good, Daniel, Misha, very good. Okay, now Khyber Pass has been dash in dash. Yes, very good. Khyber Pass has been famous in history. Very good. Okay, number 3. It has also been a famous dash. Very good. Trade route. It has also been a famous trade route. Very good. Okay. These brave tribesmen fought the Dash British Empire. Very good, all of you. Mighty British Empire. Number 5. They are the dash of the northwestern frontier of Pakistan. Yes, defenders. Defenders is the right answer. They are the defenders of the northwestern frontier of Pakistan. Very good. Okay. They dash some tikkas and chapli kebabs. Yes, they ate. They ate. Don't write enjoyed. Okay, because the word ate is written in your textbook. That is why we will also write here ate. Number 7, the road goes dash down, winding through beautiful scenery. I think I have written the answer as well. Yes, actual answer is down. The road goes down winding through beautiful scenery. Okay, fine. It has to run dash many dash in the dash. Hurry up. It has to dash many dash in the dash. Very good, Misha. It has to run through many tunnels in the mountain. Okay. Uh, the student saw a dash along which once dash camel dash. The student saw a dash. इस first blank में क्या आएगा बेटा? Very good. The student saw a track along which once traveled camel caravans. Yes, very good. Okay, now the last one is they were dashed by the soldiers, dash the frontier. Very good. They were welcomed by the soldiers guarding the frontier. Very good. Okay, class 10, this was all about today's lecture. Is there any question or any confusion that you want to ask from me? Anything that you want to ask? Okay, class 10 beta, let me repeat that this lesson is very, very, very important. Kindly repeat it, revise it, and once you will come to school, I will make revision of this lesson. I will ask you the questions, the blanks, and then inshallah, we will do the reading and explanation of our next lesson. Okay? So I hope it is clear to all of you. So till Monday, Harim beta, I have uploaded the assignment of Casabianca in on Google Classroom yesterday. So obviously you are supposed to do your assignment of Casabianca in literature copy and kindly bring your literature copies on Monday. Okay? Kindly bring your English literature copies on Monday with the exam with the assignment of Casabianca so that I can check it. Okay? First of all, I will check your assignment and inshallah then I will on Monday upload the next assignment. Okay, till Monday, take very good care of yourself. Stay safe. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.